Welcome back to Brotato, and today I have something special for you because I installed a mod that adds ghost weapons. Ghost weapons are those that give you stats whenever you kill a certain amount of enemies, so here we we actually just got 1 attack speed because we are using the ghost flint and, well, now we have a bunch more of them. Do we go for melee damage? Yeah, we can do that. And to do this, fittingly, we are playing as Ghost, meaning that we deal more damage with them. As you can see, even the weak Ghost Scepter is now quite powerful, and I would say we'll roll a bit. Oh my god. +1 enemy every 30 enemies we kill with this weapon though, which is a little bit complicated, right? We also have dodge over here, but I don't think I actually want to have that. My goal is that we want to mix these up, so we don't want to really have duplicates of them, you know, so we don't want to have multiple flints. I mean, right now, to build them up, yes, of course, but later on when we have the red versions, I just want to have 1 per type, and there are a total of 8 of them, so usually the game has only 3, and here are 5 extra ones. So, do we get any bonus stats here? That doesn't look like it, because our weapons are now sharing the kills, which isn't great. Did we just get HP? I think we just got bonus HP. Yes, look at this. We got 1 bonus HP. Perfect. So, let's go. Do we go for crit? I could also go for luck or max HP. I think I'll go for luck for now. So here's the thing. Now, this is really funny, but I don't know if the turret actually counts as kills for the weapon itself, because that would make it really bad, so I don't want to gamble on that. Let's roll. Another ghost flint. Let's combine them. Do we roll one more time? Yeah, let's just do it. That was so worth it. Look at this, 28. Now this one, I initially wanted to start with it because I was like... Wait, that's Scepter. Spear is insanely big. Wait, what? I think that's... Why is it green now? Okay, that's spicy. But yeah, we'll have a huge amount of bonus enemies if we keep stacking it up. But I think eventually there will be some weapons that just overtake the kills that we do. And for example, I don't really intend to build a mix of range damage and melee damage, really. So maybe eventually I'll get rid of the health scepter, that we can just focus on melee damage alone. But we'll see in the future if I actually do that. Let's go for a bit of harvesting, that sounds good. 3 armor, I don't think that will change all too much. Let's go for attack speed. Can I buy both of these? I think I actually can. Wow. So I could combine them, and I think I'll do that. Yeah, I think I'll always try to combine them, and I'll roll here. Okay, Ghost Trident, very good. You're amazing. Now, do I want to have you? You would build up my dodge, but look at this. We have 54. If I get another level in this, we have 60%. So I just need to build up a little bit, and I don't think this is worth it, but it would save us stats. What do you guys scale with? So you scale with range damage, that's the worst one. You scale with melee damage. You melee, melee, melee. Okay, good. So we just want to stick to melee damage, and I really would like to find an axe. That one is usually quite nice because it allows you to just swoop. It has a swoop attack. That means all of the enemies around you die. What is this trident? Like, seriously, what? Oh, okay, careful there. But what is this trident? It has so much range. 375. Cooldown is 1.4 second every 3rd attack. So that means... Okay, that does make sense. So it has a huge amount of range with which we hit all of the enemies, but then it gets heavily slowed down. Okay, that's a fair trade. I really like that. I also like the design of the weapons. Let's go for... I think I'll go for a bit more luck to get better things here. Do we go for 1 pearl? I could do that. No, we'll get that later on. Yes, that's what I want to see. So, time to upgrade the trident. Nice. 26 though. I feel like that's like not enough of a reduction to make it good. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've already gotten 2 stats out of it, but I feel like we need so many kills to make that work. What is that? You scale off of dodge? Okay. Wait. This is as if this weapon would read, I scale off of % damage. That would be hilarious to make a run just with the ghost shield. Let me know what you think about that. Like, I usually like to just demonstrate these mods and I want to explore them, of course, but then I'm like, okay, I'm out again, because they don't really belong to the game. Like, I don't keep them around. But now seeing the shield, I'm like, I kind of really want to just play a run where we go for the shields and build up a ridiculous amount of dodge with them, which increases their damage. I need to heal. Okay, good. We have luck. That means we find the fruits more likely. But the minus 100 armor is definitely a problem. Now, you know what the best thing about this is, because we're playing Ghost? I will never ever say I need armor. I mean, I do need armor, but I can't get any armor because I won't get 100. You can forget about that. Now, if the game would actually stop giving me armor, that would be great. Let's go for luck. Recycling machine, do we want to have that right now? I feel like it would give me a decent chunk of money, but I think it's more important that we just get the rest going. Do I sell you? I don't know. So the thing is, yeah, I will sell you because we just need a common trident and we can take it to a red level, which opens up a lot of the slots that we have. Okay, we have a ghost. That's now really bad. Oh, hey. 1 range for every 20 enemies that we kill. Now, this one is a little bit of a problem, right? Because how do we really put that into our build? If we have more range, then we slow down in attack speed quite a lot. Technically speaking, we could have it in there for a certain amount of time, but I don't think we really want to have that. But now that I think about it, like, what weapons do we go for? There are 8, we have health, percent damage, we have more enemies, and we have attack speed. Then we could go for dodge. I think one was engineering, right, with the turret. Should we go for that one? Maybe? Because we could also put engineering on our weapon, which is as if we got bonus damage. Careful there. Yeah, I gotta think about that. I don't know what I want to have yet. But we have the most important ones, and that's all that matters. Meaning, we will just go for some additional stuff in the future. A little bit of more money. Let's go for a little bit of healing. That is actually really good. We need some form of healing. 6 max HP is nice. Let's roll ones. We'll go for the luck here. Thank you. 12% damage would do a lot because we have decent base damage. But I think it's more important that we get them upgraded right now. There we go. This is what I was waiting for. Now, before I do that, I think I'll roll a little bit. Okay, do we just do it? I mean, let's just do it. I'm not the biggest fan of it. What are you? +1 harvesting for every 18 enemies killed. Now, here's the issue. We can't really make use of that. You will actually drop a super turret. Look at this. It's right now a flame turret, which is the blue version of the turret. So if you get the red one, it would be a Unga Bunga, the big one. Okay, let's just do it, like, just for fun. I know it's not optimal, but I want to test this out. And we also have you here, so let's also do that. And I guess I can combine you. Dex, please keep in mind, why am I so ugly? That's just life, you know? That's just how it is. But I don't think I ever took this item. I just realized we have 2 items and that's it. Yeah, I don't think I ever took this item in the past, so I didn't know how bad this makes you look. So we need to build up percent damage. For this we have the Ghost Axe, but again the problem is some of our weapons, they hit the enemies from really far away. But now that we have the Scepter, the Spear combined, the Trident, it's called a Trident Axe, just remember it. Yeah, now that we have it combined, it should take less kills. And after this wave, we'll just take a quick glance at what stats we got. I mean, I see 1% damage, I see lifesteal, that's from the item that we just got. Anything else? We'll just check it out in a second. Engineering, I don't care. It wouldn't be horrible. I think we can take that even though we lose a bit. So we got 1% attack speed. You can see that in the bracket. We got 1 health. We got 1% damage, 1% dodge, and 3 bonus enemies. So do I just go for the tool here? I feel like the Ghost Scepter, I should maybe focus on that first. Because we need to upgrade some... Oh. Should I? I can't take this. It's just like we don't know what we get next. Okay, for this it would have been really beautiful to double up on that. But, you know, just happens. Nice, very good. Pretty much our goal is get them all to red levels, and then I will focus on the other things that we could do. And I'm not even saying this is the best way of doing it, but of course if I want to showcase a mod and let you know what it looks like, then I kinda, like, the purpose is that we actually take a look at the mod, right? We don't want to just take one weapon that we figure out is by far the best one. Like, we could have went for only Trident, spawn more enemies, get a huge amount of money and go bonkers with that. But I think in a demonstration that's not great. Now, we could actually do that in the future, because now that I think about it, the Trident is really good at killing all of the enemies. Like, look at the range, what is going on there? And if we kill them with only Tridents, then we get a huge amount of bonus enemies, right? Because the stats are no longer distributed among them. Okay, can I actually kill you? Nice, good. I have to be careful though, because again, we have negative 100 armor. So, it's very easy to die, and next up is a Horde Wave. That has me scared. So, let's go for a little bit of movement speed. Let's get you. Perfect. Now we can combine them. That means we are looking for something to replace it. 3% bonus damage, I'll get it now. It's about time. Dodge and crit chance is also good. Ghost Pistol, maybe we could go for it for, the, you know, a limited amount of time, but not right now. Oh, that's a really good one. Let's combine you. Hey, go out of the way. Perfect. Do we want to have luck now? Because it also gives us damage, but more money. I think that's fine. Yeah, you're useless. You're so bad. The reason I don't like taking the weapons this early, like for example the shield, because I was against it, right, is because now we are working on the what is it called, the dagger, and if we find a common one, we can't buy it unless we sell the shield, and I may have to do that, because the next common one that we find allows us to go to a red level then, which is worth it. Like we go from 16 kills needed on a purple one to 12 kills needed on the red one. And that is a huge difference. Like we lose 4 kills that we have to do. I'm a little bit scared because there's so many enemies around. Let's just kill everything. Good. Man, this Trident is amazing. The only issue I could see with having only the Trident is, because its attack takes so long to go out, like do you see how long it sticks out? If the enemies run in and try to attack you, it could actually end up in you just dying. Because your weapons are not there. Like they are out and doing stuff. Okay, careful there, keep in mind, we take a huge amount of damage. It's actually not bad because it's also unique, so let's take it. I don't think we want to go for items that deal damage to the enemies, just because we don't want to take away from our weapons. Here I could go for the harvesting, I could also go for the range damage, but I think I'll just roll instead. Dodge is huge, we have such a nice amount of dodge though. You know what, I'll actually go for the melee damage. We need to bump up the base damage a little bit. Let's go for you. Holy moly, you scale with range. Okay, that's one thing that I really like about these, because they actually use the stuff that they have, and I think what I'll do is, I will actually get rid of you and buy you as a purple one, for bonus range, temporarily perfect. Perfect! Now here's the issue, this is now also the part where it will be really hard to upgrade anything that we have. Like pretty much we need to find a purple one of these, or a blue one of the Ghost Flint to do anything. But we made it to wave 10, 42 HP, the answer to life. The dashers, we have to be careful, especially if one of them gets cursed. In fact, I think it's better if I trigger them. Like when you get close enough, they charge after you. That's better than when I have to run away from the enemies and they just kill me. And I may also be forced to turn off the damage numbers eventually, because as you can see with the Trident, it goes out so far that it makes it really hard for me to... I don't like that he's cursed. Okay, let's... You need to keep in mind, cursed enemies, they deal a lot more damage to you. And we have minus how much? Minus 1... How does this keep going down? Okay, you're minus 5, so I just somehow lost 1 armor with something that I bought. I guess the harvesting right that I got. I need to get this money though, that we can buy stuff in the shop, which is really risky. God, I hate characters like this. Like, I always get a heart attack. Let's continue. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, okay. Dasher, totally fine though, because he just gets demolished. How many stats did we get? I need to know this. So you got 1%, you got 7 bonus enemies, 2% damage, 2%, you got more than this one. Okay. 6 bonus range. We have to eventually sell that, so I don't care if we take it to red levels. And you get 5 bonus HP. That's actually, you know what? This is fine. Oh my god, yes. Oh, really? I mean, I shouldn't go for this, but what I could also, that's so stupid if I do that. Let's do 2 rolls. 1, I should also get that. 2. Yeah, okay, that's like, okay, let's just gamble that we find the weapon. But yeah, the shield, just having 6 of them, this sounds so exciting to me, especially because it's considered a blunt weapon, right? So you get like 3 armor. Yeah, it gives you 3 armor. So we could just play this maybe on a different character, like not on this guy, but on a different character where we focus on it. Because if I play a short-ranged weapon with minus 100 armor, and that's the only weapon that I have, I think I'll just get demolished by the enemies. Maybe I could combine it with the Ghost Flint for a little bit, just to get it... I took 28 damage from a single hit. Okay, how... I mean, you don't need to answer, okay? I know the answer to how, but I'm like, how? You know? Do you understand what I mean? I need to collect all of the materials somehow. Like, I need an item that does it for me. We need the gecko. We need Sif's relic. And we survived. We have a ton of damage. I'm just really scared about the horde wave next up. And also the lead fight. Like, these will be really difficult. Let's go for percent damage, right? Yeah, let's do that. That's good. Should I just go for that? I feel like we have to use some of the items. Like, we don't have to take all.
I need to collect all of the materials somehow. Like, I need an item that does it for me. We need the gecko. We need Sif's relic.
Huh. Well, that just happened. I mean, I don't think we need that because we naturally gain that every level up. Oh, this could be good against the bosses though. Sure, let's try that out. And before you say, Dex, it's such a silly idea to split these weapons up because they lose their second class. We don't build that up, right? Well, the normal ones also don't actually have a second one. So only the new ones have that. Meaning, I don't think that's actually, like... What I'm trying to say is I don't think it's right that they have another class, right? Like, either give all of them one or give none of them one. But having just part of them is like, meh. That doesn't feel like how it should be. It's like cheating. It's like, oh, just get a bunch of bonus stats. Hey, I'm not gonna complain though when we have the shield and run that only. Okay, I have to keep in mind that I literally get one shot here. I need to get a ginormous amount of HP. Nice dodge there. How much dodge do we have? I need to check that out. I should honestly just bring my dodge to 90% to make sure that we are very unlikely to get hit. And even if we get hit, then it takes so long to get hit again that we just heal. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Good thing is I tracked everything on the map either way. I will just dance in the corner. This is usually how I do it, but I wanted to have all of the trees. And it looks like we've gotten all of them. Nice. Very good. 750. I don't care. I'll recycle that. Max HP minus dodge though. This is good for survival, so I'll take it. 12% damage is also huge. 9% dodge. Sure, we are now at 88%. And we actually... capped. Sure, let's do it. Speed, lifesteal minus luck. I think I can afford this. This is fine. I don't really want to have you. It's a bunch of bonus damage, but right now I'm more scared about running out of HP. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Perfect. No, that's not gonna happen. Wait. Wave 12 was not a horde wave. I thought there was a horde wave. Oh. Okay, that explains it. Yeah, we just face a ginormous amount of enemies. And I think it's about time that I sell the gun. How much did you... 16 is actually not a lot. I usually like to get like 100 bonus range when I play the melee stacking weapons, like the stat stacking weapons. It gets converted into half of that on their range. Meaning if you have plus 100, it's actually plus 50. And that puts it at a solid amount where you can kill the enemies from a good distance. Maybe what I'll do is I will actually go for a second dagger, just that we get a bit more attack speed out of this, because otherwise I think the run is very soon over. Okay, but I'm really scared about wave 14. Like, if the last wave wasn't a horde wave, then what will happen on wave 14? Like, do you understand that? Do you recall how much we got flooded on the last wave? Huh? Was that maybe the first horde? I think that was the first horde wave. 12. Yeah, and this is the second one. Of course, it was a horde wave. Never mind, forget about it, okay? All is good, all is good. It is exactly how it's supposed to be. And I think we are now maxed out on dodge. Yeah, we already were maxed out. Crit, perfect, nice, I love it. You're amazing. I could also go for you over the pistol. I mean, one very big convincing argument that the pistol has is its cooldown is 0.69. And it's really hard to say no to that. But do I care about range? I feel like... No, let's go for you. I think it's better. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's so much bonus damage I have to take that it's not great, but I'll take it. Do we care about this? This also means we can get the one where if we hit the enemies with elemental damage, then we deal bonus damage to them afterwards. But we don't really intend to build up elemental damage. I need to get the wrench. I need to get the wrench instead of maybe the shield. Okay, guys, this will be fine. I mean, last horde wave I almost died. Now there are even more cursed enemies. We deal a lot of damage though, because we just got 12 melee damage and we have a lot of percent damage. So it's not just 12 bonus damage, like we are dealing 200 crits there. And I think the Trident probably has more than a 2x multiplier on crits. No? Well, that's lame. That's like one thing I expected it would do. Right? Like, imagine it. If you critically hit with a Trident, that means you, like, penetrated the entire body of the enemy. So that should mean that they take a huge amount of damage. But I think... Are we at a point where I can walk through the enemies and all of them will die? I don't think so. But this is why I wanted to have a second axe. Like, the pistol is nice, but it hits 1 or 2 enemies. Now compare this to what the axe is probably doing, which is like it hits 10, 20, 30 enemies. 30 not, but, you know, a lot of enemies is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Knowing we have a 90% dodge is like, oh yeah, I'm fine. And then suddenly you see how I take 3 hits and I'm down to 20 HP, perfect. Melee damage, chance to deal damage when dodging their attack. I mean, like, we have to take that. Like, it takes away from our weapons, but this is so fitting. You're unique. I will take it just because it's a unique. And I think I'll also go for a bit more range because we got rid of the... That's perfect. Because we got rid of the pistol. I mean, right, like we have to take that over the dodge. It deals a lot of damage though. I think I just get rid of the axe here again. That we actually have it split up. I like that. So now let's check out the turret. Where is it? There. Please get a kill. Did it get a kill? It deals no damage. It deals damage based on engineering, doesn't it? Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? And how do you deal damage? Just with engineering. Wait. That's... Okay, that's a problem. I can't do that. Like I can't get rid of a gun, you know? Because it doesn't make sense since we focus on melee damage. And then I go for a weapon that has engineering. And we don't build this up. Now, the thing is, it's still true. We can get the nail, put the damage on the other weapons, like the engineering that we get. But the problem is, because it deals like no damage at all, it will never stack up engineering for us. Which means we have no benefit out of it. And it's pretty much just a dead weapon slot. I think the next time I get a cursed ghost weapon, any ghost weapon, whatever it is, I will just buy it and replace the wrench with that. Now please don't give me something I don't want to have as a common level, like, you know. Okay. Wow. Wait, I saw that wrong. No, I saw that wrong. Wait a second, I have to check something out. How much did you... You gave me 4 engineering in a single wave? Wow. Sure. Let's do that. That's a huge waste of money, but now it's finished. We will not go for multiple structures. Let's just determine that, so let's buy this. Now, one thing that is a little bit annoying, we have gotten incredibly unlucky with the items that the game gave us. I mean, take a look at our items, right? Like, where's economy? Where's the good stuff that allows us to get a lot of things? We don't have that. Even just getting a hunting trophy with our high crit means we earn a ridiculous amount of money because we spawn so many enemies. How much bonus enemies do we spawn right now? Oh, this could be a problem very soon. 76% bonus enemies. Like, just to understand, if you max out the Gentle Alien and you get 2 of the mouse that give you 10%, then you end up with 70% bonus enemies. So less than what we have right now. And I have a feeling this will catapult up a lot more. Now, it's not really a big deal, right? The map can only be full. Once it's full, the old enemies will disappear. So it doesn't, like, bother us. Like, it's not like the entire map is just filled with enemies and we can't walk anymore. However, this also means when enemies spawn and, you know, we killed all of the enemies, the entire map fills up. And that's kind of funny. Let's go for you. Let's go for the max HP. Let's go for that is amazing. Let's slow down the enemies. Yeah, this is why I wanted to have the other one. And that's a meme that we get this now cursed, but I didn't take the other one. I hope we can maybe find it. You don't do a lot. I'll take you though. I don't want this. I don't want to have too many things that just kill the enemies. This is kind of nice if we get a couple of gardens in, and you're good. I guess we can also buy the sausages now, because this will apply to our turrets and spread the burns, and our turret now deals 68 damage. It was at 32 when we bought it, just a little bit ago. However, this is the real test, can we actually deal with a boss or not? I think we'll be fine against the other enemies that spawn, like we'll kill them easily. With the boss, it's looking very good right now. Okay. Here's the problem, the boss deals a huge amount of damage and we take double damage pretty much, so if I end up getting hit by anything that he's shooting out, like these balls, I'm just dead. And since we... Scheiße. I keep walking into his beam. Stop that, no. It's like, I can't even pretend that I did anything skillful there. Like, we literally just dodged the attacks. I didn't dodge them. Our character dodged them. Yeah, that was a little bit pathetic. Like, I think I have like a magnet on me, and whenever he shot, I just walked into his beam. Well, but this is why you can have up to 90% dodge on this guy. You know, that's a compensation for not having any armor. In other words, that means for me, it's just the difference of having 90% dodge because I don't get any armor either way. Ooh, good. That is honestly not bad because we have so much HP. This one is also solid. This is decent. Sure, let's take that. Engineering experience gain. We don't have any experience gain yet, so that's huge. Crit, sure, let's do it. Okay. First of all, this will buff up our turrets. Now our turret can bounce. As well as this attack, I guess, which I don't really care about. Ja, scheiße. Hey guys, and the 5 ladies. Do we all agree that we kind of showcased the mod already, right? Like, we are happy with what happened. We've seen everything. Because, honestly, what I want to do is this. Because the thing that I want to do now is, I don't actually want to buy any turrets. We'll just use the turrets that we have on the weapons. And I think I'll keep maybe the Trident just to get more enemies in. But do they bounce? I'm pretty sure it bounced. Yeah, it bounces. Okay, good. Do you bounce? It also bounces. That looks so weird when it bounces. So, in other words, I just want to have a bunch of cursed turrets now. And maybe a little bit of the Trident to make sure that we spawn more enemies, get more money. And that's it. Okay. Hey, we are friends. The beam of death. Turrets, can you actually do anything? I hope we got a lot of engineering. Like, I can't check it on the bottom right now. But I hope we got a lot of engineering because otherwise I will straight up die. Okay. The good thing is I get all of the material. I just realized we kind of got a key run just for these turrets. It doesn't even matter that we don't have the 75 damage from one attack. Like, I just had a heart attack there. I mean, let's roll, I guess. No, that's bad. Let's go for engineering then. Yeah, can you just stop that, please? Oh, that's... You know what, that's good enough. I'm not happy about it, but it's good enough. I don't think I need that anymore. That we take more of them. You get +1 engineering every 9 kills. Like, the reason it's so insane is because it increases its own damage based on a ranged effect. Right? Because, well, it has a ranged attack is what I mean. Most of these scepters, they don't increase their own damage, or if they do, they are melee weapons, meaning you will eventually just get overrun by the enemies because you can't deal with them. But in this case here, where's the other turret? I need to be closer to the other turret that the enemies actually stay around. Okay, that looks good. I'm a little bit scared, but it looks like we are earning so much money from the black flag. This is our best moneymaker because our turrets can't crit right now. And if we want to switch over to 6 or 5 or 4 turrets, then it's definitely better to not rely on crits on the turrets because we can't crit. Okay, that is fine. That is totally fine, man. What happened? Thanks, you're great. Your greed happened. You went for more enemies and you keep going for more enemies. You should have sold the Trident like 5 waves ago, but you don't. Oh, this is so bad. This is so horrible. I shouldn't have done that, but look at my money. Look at my money. What can you say against this money, right? Do I just go for it? I swear to God. If this keeps happening, that I keep getting armor, I'll just eventually buy armor. I mean, sure. It's not even that good, but eventually... But it may actually end up just full healing me. If we... yeah, let's do that. Yeah, it may end up full healing me. We got a laser turret here. So what do we replace now? This is a bit complicated. I don't think... We do care about attack speed, kind of, so... I don't think the percent damage affects the turrets, right? Yeah, I don't think they are affected by percent damage. Let's just get rid of it. Let's just say it's not affected by it. Really? Really? When I can't buy it, really? You're cursed? Dude, we would slow down the enemies like stupid. I am right now considering to just buy this to make sure that we survive. On the flip side, however, it will take away a huge amount of kills from our turrets, and I don't want that. So the plan is pretty much we stick with the whale, with the Sharky boy over here, because he will eventually dash after me, making it very simple that we, like, take on him. Otherwise, if we go for the Leviathan, then we have to deal with two bosses at the same time. Can you guys maybe just, like, get some distance in between you, please? Stop the cuddling. Maybe we don't even go for, like, killing them, because I'm fairly confident that if they hit me once, I take, like, 60, 70, 80 damage, depending on what type of attack it was. So, if I gamble on this and then I get shot at, I will just die. That was it. Okay, careful here, careful. Nice dodge. I mean, we have 90%. That's not, like, really outside of the expectations. We will not kill them. I just looked at the HP for a moment. There's no way we will end up killing them. Yeah, the best thing I can do is I will just focus on dodging. I mean, to be fair, we've built up a fun build where we spawn a huge amount of enemies. Like, look at our money, how it's shooting up and how we level up more and more and more. We didn't really build up, like, a killer build for the bosses. For this, we would have needed a Shine spell to make that work and the crit on the turrets. Like, I think with the shield that scales for our dodge, we may have had enough damage with crits to actually take them down. Maybe, possibly, but not like this. Okay. But hey, who knows what happens in the future if we get the turrets. What just happened? Was that a normal enemy? Or a cursed one? Or a boss attack? I just took a ridiculous amount of damage. And yes, I don't really have logic to how I'm dodging. I just keep walking because I can't afford to stand still. Stop giving me armor, man. Yeah, we can't take that. I'm sorry. We can't do that. Fine. Is this a meme? Like, this is why I got them, to get more percent damage. And now we get them. I would love to take them, but I don't want to take kills from the turrets. Let's go for percent damage. Nice. So the goal is we have to upgrade our wrenches. All of our wrenches will be explodey boys. Okay. And you know what I'll actually do? I will replace this because this already has 11 instead of 12. And we will build up one of them. Wait, we had the ghost shield. I just, like, talked about that. We don't have that and we had it. Okay, we just deal no damage. But yeah, this will be good to increase the attack speed of the turrets. Because we have the one item here that converts it over. Oh! That's not even that great. I mean, it's fine. You know, like, it's not incredible. So how's your scaling? 250, 251. It's quite similar. Interesting. Bonus attack speed would be insane. Locking this? Nah, we can't afford that, right? How many enemies do we spawn? I think I want to get to like 200% maybe. Isn't that a bit too greedy? No, it's fine. You're useless. I'm not gonna waste my money right now because we have to play catch-up game. Not catch-up, like, you know what I mean. Luck and range damage, huh? We could have 300 range damage and just go for the ranged weapon that also scales off of range. That would be so ridiculous right now. We'll not do that though, because we would probably lose the run on the next round. So, how is it looking on a normal wave? Can we deal with that a little bit better, while keeping in mind that we have to fight elites on the next wave? Why is it so chill? Wait, where are all of the enemies? Wait, this is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like, and our engineering keeps going up. Not as much as I thought. I wonder if it only goes up with the main weapon. That would be horrible if the turret doesn't count. Wait, I didn't even consider that. Wait, that would make this so bad. Well, it just went up by 5. I don't think it's the wrenches that we have, right? The only way to test that would be if I stand in a corner and never hit enemies. But it's also difficult because we have to reach so many kills. It just went up by 2 again. I don't think the overlay here updates in real time. Maybe it does. Like, maybe it takes a little bit to just, you know, see, oh yeah, I went up because of a weapon, and then it goes up. I don't know. Did we just get 12 engineering on this wave? Wait. That is so much. Okay, sure. Not Dex. You're about to face the bosses. That was, like, a really bad decision. I'll actually take that. Okay, movement speed maybe, or range. I think I'll go for the range, just to make sure that we can reach the bosses a little bit more easily. Is it time? I'll actually get rid of this one. I think that's a smarter decision. That is not a smart decision, but we are still doing it, because we can. Yes. 17? Isn't this one usually 28 at this point? And there's another one. So this one has 235. You have 250, that is a bad roll. I would love to take that, but we'll not do this against the boss wave. Maybe it would have been fine, but I don't think so. And we'll take this to a purple level to combine them. Hey guys. It looks like I forgot to ban an item, and I gotta say, that looks quite juicy. Like, you know. So here's the boss wave. I hope we can deal with them because they are a lot weaker than the bosses HP-wise. Not damage-wise, sadly. I think at least that they are weaker HP-wise. Like, the scaling already kicked in on them. Okay. Why are our turrets so weak? Like, why are they so ridiculously weak? It's actually... I think we would have needed to go for the wrenches really early on to make this work. And I think we can still get to the point that we can make it work. However, we are far behind compared to a run that would just start with the wrenches and stack up engineering. And because the weapon also uses engineering to attack, I think it works really well. But in our case, we are pretty much behind like 200, 300 engineering. Maybe mix in a try... I almost got one shot. Yeah, that was fine. Yeah, let's take that. That's useless, but let's take that. That was right. I got the flamingo that gives the enemy's bonus damage, huh? Yeah, maybe you know what? I think I'll not take that again. Ooh, yes, Trident. 1 in 14. That is so much better than the old red one. And I'll get this right away. I mean, okay, so usually it has 26. This has 14. Now it's at 12. It's not as good as these ones here. Like, these are already at 7. But it's a huge upgrade compared to the one that we had before, the old one, which was, I think, 22, if I'm not mistaken. Am I at a point where I don't need to do anything? No. We need to get the purple ones to the red levels, and I honestly considered just combining 2 cursed ones, and with the fishhook we will then get a cursed wrench in the future. Until I realized we still don't have the fishhook. Do you understand now why in some fun videos where we just go for some fun stuff to test it out, I just give myself the fishhook, because otherwise you may go an entire game without it, and it's like, you know, it's realistic maybe, or that it can happen is realistic, but like, I wanted to see what is possible. If I just want to play a random game of Brotato, I'll play it myself, you know. For that, I don't need to watch decks, is my opinion on that. But look at our money. Look at our money here. Insanity. And I want to check out what gave what on this wave. So you gave us 8 engineering. You gave us 9 engineering. You gave us 7%. Okay. Okay. And you gave us 17 bonus enemies. I will actually take that. I don't think we need more speed. If we get to a point where our turrets actually turn crazy, we'll be fine. This sounds good, but it's so much money for something where we probably just get one shot either way. And I think now it's time that I combine one of the really good ones. Let's just go for you. Right, you're a good one. Yeah, 251 to 305%. And we build up the next one so we can combine it. We just got a purple one. Okay. 301% and you have 305. So that was a good one. Yeah, only the bad one is left. Here's the next elite fight. We deal a huge amount of damage with the Trident. That's nice. But I have to get to the... Yeah, there it is. The Explodey Boy. What we want is we want him to hit the enemies and just kill them. Like... I don't know why that was worth saying. Isn't that the whole point of every single weapon that we have and everything? You know, that we get it to kill the enemies? I guess some of them are for survival, but not all weapons. It's like... Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense to say that, but it's true. What just did that? I think that's my melee weapons. That wasn't any of my turrets, that was my melee weapon. Wait, who of you is that? Oh, we see it over here. I mean, they also scale with engineering. It doesn't just make the turrets stronger, and I keep relying on them, but our melee weapons... The wrenches actually deal a huge amount of damage. The Trident we knew, but the Trident doesn't attack very fast, so it's not that impressive. If it deals a lot of damage with one attack, but then attacks every 2 seconds. But this is insane. Wow. Yeah, we got 1.6k material, nice. Another spyglass. What happened to, you know... Like, we all know what I'm talking about. Deine Mutti, Alter, ich will das haben. Nee, komm. We can't... Boah, that actually has really good stats. And it scales with engineering. Do we just go for one of them? No, but... if it kills the enemies, it takes away the stacks from these. And then we get less engineering, which scales it actually, so it's like the perfect weapon. It doesn't even have more damage. Never mind. It's fine, it's okay. And I will naturally... Yeah, cool. I will naturally try to increase our attack speed. For example, one thing that we can get is the Retromation Hoodie. Huh? You may actually notice that we even demolished the strong enemies, the cursed ones that are usually a problem, but these guys here, they are an issue. I do have one tardigrade, but we need to get way more tardigrades. Funny enough, Ghost is actually a very powerful character for Endless Mode, and the reason is quite simple. At one point the enemies just outscale you so hard that they always one-shot you. Okay, so forget about armor. Even if you have 50,000 armor, the enemies will just end up one-shotting or two-shotting you. I mean, at one point they do always one-shot you. So the only thing that matters is how many tardigrades do you have, and you can actually dodge these hits. So like an enemy attacks you and it would consume a tardigrade, you have 60% dodge, you can actually just dodge that. But if you have 90% dodge, that means the enemies on average need to hit you 10 times just to break one single tardigrade. And this is why this character has a huge bonus with one big downside. He doesn't have a great effect, like, you know, compared to other characters that have something super duper insane. He doesn't really have any Alter Schwede, das ist doch unglaublich, oder? Hey, there's another wrench, nice, let's combine these, perfect. I wanted to say there are not that many great common items in the game, so I don't mind if it shows up the next time, and it could have been like something else, but that's not true. You know what we are missing? We are missing the coupon, or the coupon. You know, we have zero. We don't have a single one. And I have a feeling if we scale up engineering quite a lot, but I feel like it's only from the weapon, right? It's not from the turrets. The turrets don't affect this. I wish we would get to a point where our turrets just kill everything on the entire stage, because then I could take a look whether our engineering goes up or not. And this would heavily change my opinion on these ranges. Like, I would go from, oh my god, these are so broken and hilarious and insane, to, yeah, you know, yeah. That's, by the way, a perfectly normal German judgment when they want to say. It's like, oh, I don't even know how to describe it, because the best description is just, yeah, you know. Okay, is that worth cursing? Usually I would try to curse it always if I find the second one, if it's like early in the game, but we are on wave 28 right now. Now here's one beautiful thing. One of the bosses will go to the center and just shoot out random balls, which means he's not a concern of ours, and the other one is so slow when he walks through our turrets, he takes a ginormous amount of damage. So I think we are fairly safe. Why are there so many bullets on this map? Okay, our weapon just demolish him. Jesus Christ, we have a lot of damage. Why are these enemies so insane while we demolish the elite? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, careful, careful. Is the boss still alive? Like, seriously? I see so many explosions in the center that I'm thinking he's alive. No, he's not. Okay, good. Keep in mind, we have one tardigrade, but if one boss sits on me, then I am just dead. I lost my tardigrade. I'm about to die. 7 seconds. I just have to circle around. I just have to circle. I can't stand still in the corner. Holy moly. This doesn't work on turrets, so that's useless. Yeah, I didn't get cursed, and of course you got cursed. Like, yeah, right. I totally needed more enemy stacks. I mean, you know, we gotta go all in. we don't stop here. We go all the way. That's actually so bad, but I would save the run if I get that. Do we just... but I need the kills with this. Do I just go... You know what? Let's... I should have cursed. Let's give it a try. Let's just see what happens if it's too extreme and we don't get any, like, scaling anymore. I'll get rid of it again. But I think we need something, because otherwise the game is just over. I can sell it after wave 30. Okay, deal? Does it actually help us? It has 3 bounces. This feels so much better. And you know what we should check now is whether our engineering goes up or not. Because this will... I mean, it could be that we still just kill all of the enemies. Like, compare how fast the turret attacks compared to us. I'm not even sure if our, like, structure attack speed affects the turret. It feels so slow. But I don't think we are getting any engineering. Right? Like, if I just go here... I can't do that because otherwise the enemies... Yeah, because otherwise the enemies get so close that I think we got this just by hitting them, like killing them. Well, we get more engineering, though. So I do believe that the turrets are working. It's just that they don't deal a lot of damage in comparison to our main attack. I don't know, I should just stick to this weapon, honestly. Like, this run is so over, but I don't want to stick to it, because our engineering just is like, we got 8 engineering on this entire wave. That's so bad. I just realized how much money we have. Yeah, I don't need you anymore. Okay, so now it's time to sell this. I said it's only temporary, okay? This was that the run can continue a little bit further because I'm actually having quite a lot of fun with this. And I want to see if we can maybe get to a point to redeem this. Like, I doubt it. Yeah, sure, we need more enemies, right? That was the first one, by the way. We have 209% enemies. Am I stupid? Okay, look, you have to realize I just took a break, which I often do when I record Brotato, to calm down a little bit and think about what I want to do. And when I came back, I thought I took the break because I already had the boss fight, you know, to calm down. And I saw the wave 30, so I was like, yeah, that's the wave we just did, wave 30. Like, you know how it shows, like, one wave in the past? Oh, God. Call me crazy if you want, but here's the plan. I turned off a lot of the visual things in the game, like damage numbers, explosions, projectiles mostly. And the goal is, we'll go after the elite. He's not there. Okay, is that fine? I don't know how much damage we'll deal, but we have a huge amount of damage on these, so maybe we can take on the elite. Well. Okay. 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 How much damage? I can't really look at the HP of the bosses, so I don't know if I'm wasting my time or not. Alter Schwede. Okay. 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 Did we just kill a boss? Ooh. Oh Gott. Nein! Nein! That was almost so godlike. I almost had it. It was so close. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, then don't forget to give it a like. And hey, let me know what you think about the shield-only run. See ya the next time.